Hello, Bloodies. Thank you for visiting the crypt, or office, of the Dead and Laughing Show, where the collection of stories is growing almost every night by souls just like yours. I'm glad to have you here as we delve into tales of the unexplainable and the unbelievable. Verses of shadows and specters, witches and weirdos. Did you hear that? Don't worry. Pay no mind to the entity in your area. It likes to wait until you're all alone. Now grab your cuddle corpse and say a prayer that you don't live in these moments. Welcome to Live with the Afterlife. Hello, buddies. Welcome back. Caught me in the middle. I was thinking about something. A couple of people have asked me, why don't you try to do like a fan art or something? I usually don't do fan art because, you know what, to be perfectly honest, I feel like I would not do it justice. I feel like I wouldn't do a good job, really. But then having the conversation with a couple of people, a couple of friends, even Gully Jolie, like make it your own way. Make it like a way you would want. I mean, that's why I try to do like cryptids and whatnot, but I don't know, I feel like I could have done more, could have done better, could have made it weirder. So yeah, that's why I was like, alright, I'll make pinups. Why not? I wouldn't mind trying that, so I did. And this time, I'm going to leave that out because I'm going to have to use that color. This time I figured, why the hell not? I'll do it. So, figured, why not? Balzette. You probably can't even tell that one. You probably barely see it. I figured, why not? I'll try Balzette. And it ain't not bad. It's actually, it's alright. I mean, I would see this. I would actually want to purchase it. I like it. So why not? But you're not here for that, bloodies. I actually do have a couple more that I did. One for my comic book where it's the two main characters interacting with each other on a coffin. Yeah, you can't see that one at all. You wouldn't be able to fucking see it on here or Instagram, really, because it shows her breastises and she's flashing her pubes, and she's sitting on a coffin and he's sitting behind her, well, crouched on the coffin right behind her, like that type of shit. It's supposed to be like they're like the way that they are towards each other. So yeah. There's that shit. But other than that, welcome back. And this time I have a couple of short stories for you. This is just a small assortment of small bits. So, little chunks, basically. Little chunks of people's lives. First one is called Anything for a Smoke. This person says, hello. This happened to me a long time ago. I was 18 at the time, still living with my parents, and I was out of cigarettes. My style at the time was Marlboro Reds, 100s. Damn, dude. I used to smoke those too, so no judgment. I used to smoke very heavily, so no judgment. But my style was Marlboro Red 100s. I just smoked my last one in the morning. My routine usually called for breakfast, smoke. Lunch, smoke. I would eat a meal and then have a cigarette. Sometimes in between is honestly, I fiended for the cigarettes. Fiended? Yeah, fiended. This day in particular, I was broke. I didn't have any money. I didn't have a job. And I wanted to ask my parents if I could have a couple of bucks to buy a pack. They weren't at home. So I said, fuck it. I went for a walk. I decided I'm going to go try to see a friend. So that's what I did. I walked to their home, walked to their apartment complex, and as I sat down, after knocking at the door and realizing, oh, they're not there, I sat down, thinking, damn, I really do wish I had a smoke. Sitting down, gritting my teeth, playing with my thumbs, trying to figure out what am I going to do now? What's the next move for me? It's a boring day, nobody's home. What am I going to do? I'm broke. Maybe I'll call up a friend. Maybe I'll see if somebody else want to come by. Somebody that I don't have to walk to their house, that they can just come on down and we'll hang out. Possibly have a beer. We'll see. So before I got up, I figured it's hot. I'm sitting down in the shade. Give it a minute or so before I take off. It's going to take me 20 plus minutes to even get home in the heat, so I might as well just sit down and be comfy for a little bit. I started to think again about having a cigarette. I pulled out my lighter and started flicking it, thinking I would do anything for a smoke. I wasn't kidding. I would do anything for a smoke. At this point, I didn't realize I had a problem, but I was really, really fiending for it. Just before I was about to get up, something smacked me in the face. And I don't mean a small little tap. I mean a full smack across the face. I didn't know what the fuck it was. I saw a flash. Just a flash of light hit me in the face. I leaned back thinking somebody was right here. But there was nobody there. It was a cool breeze going by. I could smell a perfume. But there was nobody there. I'm thinking I'm going crazy. I'm thinking that there's got to be a reason. What the fuck was that? I lean over to look at my feet and think about what just happened to me. As I lean over, I see a pack of cigarettes. I think this wasn't there. The first thought goes through my head is it wasn't there. There's no way that this was here. I would have noticed it. I would have checked it. I was honestly about to kick it aside because there's no way there's anything in the box. I grab it and I notice there's a weight. I noticed there's a weight to it that I couldn't just throw away. So I opened it. It was a full pack of cigarettes. My brand. Marlboro Red 100s. I thought, this is my lucky day. Where the fuck did this come from? I realized something. Could this have been what hit me in the face? No, there's no way that this hit me in the face. There's absolutely no fucking... There's nobody here. There's no way this would have hit me in the face. I noticed one cigarette is flipped upside down. I take that out. I pat the back on the back of my hand. Nobody's packed this pack of cigarettes. So I smack the pack against the back of my hand. As I take one out, I realize there's a smell. There's a scent. Not of just the tobacco, but I noticed that there was a scent coming from these cigarettes. The perfume I was smelling was stronger in the pack of cigarettes. I didn't know where the fuck they came from. I still question it sometimes. I haven't smoked in years, but whenever I do think about how I used to be, I sometimes come to that moment where something hit me in the face and that pack appeared. It's been quite some time, and I've come to the conclusion it probably has been that pack that smacked me in the face. It was that pack of cigarettes that smacked me in the face. More than likely, no doubt about it, it was. But why the smell? Why did it smell like some old lady's perfume? It was so strong. I figured somebody must have been trying to make a cheap version of Sherm. If you don't know what that is, feel free to Google it. Hey, you're learning something new every day. Feel free to Google it. But I wasn't sure. At that time, I said, fuck it. I lit one up and I smoked it. I took a deep drag of the first cigarette and it was wonderful. I felt great. I took that hit and I felt good. Even though I could taste the old lady perfume on my tongue. I could smell it coming off of my lips, off of my fingers, off of the cigarette as it was burning. I could smell it, could taste it, I could feel it. Didn't care though. I got a whole pack of cigarettes. I shared it with a couple of my friends, but I was kind of greedy and I kept most of it for myself. I can say that now because it's been so long. Fucking shit. Thank you for reading. Hope you enjoyed this. That's crazy. It says they want to remain anonymous, so I'm not gonna say who it was. But that's a fucking trip. You were just sitting down and something smacked you in the fucking... Are you sure it was that, or are you pulling my fucking leg here? Because how can it... Did some old bird just walk by, you didn't see her because you were fiending for a cigarette and she just threw that shit at you? Like, oh, fuck this. Or was it... You said you went to go see somebody at an apartment complex. Did somebody throw it off of their balcony? Or maybe it fell off of their balcony? Actually, you don't even say if it was like a flat or if it's multiple stories. Huh. Okay. Question. Was it multiple stories? Because if so, maybe it could have been somebody dropped their shit from like balcony or something. If not, if you weren't near somebody's balcony, that's a trip. Why would somebody... Why would something... I don't even know what to say. Because it's like, why the fuck would something hit you in the fucking face with a pack of cigarettes? But why did it smell like an old lady? That's fucking weird. Why would it smell like an old lady? Why did you smoke it? It smelled like an old lady and yet you smoked the shit? You could taste it you could smell it on your fingers, you could taste it on your tongue, you smell it on your lips. Like, I think you just enjoy the flavor of old lady. Saying that now, I'm not judging. I am not judging. Just a little bit. But hey, if that's what you enjoy, that's what you enjoy. I'm not gonna say that that's a bad thing. Go right the fuck ahead. Enjoy. Enjoy your old lady flavor. Savor it. Oh, fucking hell. Alright. On to the next story. Oh, this one was actually sent in by my brother. This happened a couple of times to him. And he has no explanation as to why the fucking happened. Huh. Alright. First one happened when we were younger. He was a teenager. And if you bloodies don't know, I'm 10 years younger than him. So I was a little lad. And he was an older troublemaker. He was a teenager. And we lived outside of West Hollywood. Yeah, West Hollywood. So, at that time, him and his friends were just being fucking teenagers. Starting shit, doing dumb things. Just basically it. Not being smart, just doing as they fucking pleased. If you don't like the sound of cracking knuckles, I'm sorry. It feels a lot better when I do. But yeah, this happened then when he was actually doing all that, just fucking about, doing whatever. We lived in a 5-story apartment complex at that time, so the building wasn't too fucking tall, but it did have 2 floors of 2 garages beneath it. So it was 2 and then 5 on top. So altogether 7. One of them was underground, so 6. Yeah, whatever. We were at the top. We were at the top corner. It was the ghetto. He says that weird things would happen in the garages. The bottom garage, it was all blocked out, so there was really nothing like to see outside besides the front gate. But the garage above that had like bars in the back, and you could see a lot of greenery. So like trees and like whatever the fuck. It wasn't grass. It was like, it looked like poison ivy. That type of plant. I remember that. But he said that when him and his friend were down there, they were smoking weed. That they found out that they heard that an animal got loose or something, and it was a large cat, like a leopard, got out of the zoo, and he was like, "What the fuck? That's crazy. It's not around here," or some shit like that. And as him and his friend were talking, they heard something. It sounded like a little noise, like a little growl, like something. It's like, okay, whatever. Like, that's whatever the fuck. It's probably nothing. And as they continued on, they ended up seeing what looked like a large shadow in the garage. So they're like, what the fuck? Like, the fuck is that? There's probably a homeless person here. There's probably somebody in here trying to like sleep behind the cars, or somebody's trying to break into one of the cars. So they went to go see, thinking, hey, they're trying to break into my mom's car. Something like that. Or this person's trying to cause some shit in the building we live in. So they're like, hey, what the fuck? So when they look, they see a large black cat. And they freak the fuck out. The damn thing runs, takes the fuck off, and jumps through the bars in the back. Not possible for something, there was a large leopard, black leopard or panther, to jump out the back. And he said that he was freaking the fuck out. That he was losing his shit. He was like, what the fuck? No fucking way. They were laughing. They're like, no fucking way. We just saw that. They saw this giant fucking panther, shadow-shaped fucking thing, run and then dart out the back. At first, he says that he was questioning it as to, did I really just see that? Okay, so they went to go check the bars because they started second guessing it. He started saying that, well, the zoo is nearby. They were saying about like possibility animals getting out, or like an animal got out. Something. What if a panther got out? If that's the case, this is fucking crazy because there's a panther out and loose, and I just fucking seen it. So they went to look around to go check, see whatever. They went to the bars. There's no fucking way a panther could have jumped through those bars because they weren't wide enough. They were wide enough for you to put your arm through. That's it. So when he went to go check, he's like, let's see, are they moving? Are they bent or anything? Nope. All of the bars were steady. All of the bars stood still. None of them were broken or wobbly, nothing. So there's no fucking way anybody would be able to get in or something would be able to jump out. There's no fucking way. Speaking of cats, I hear a bell. I think one of my cats got in. Oh, Either which way, he said that there's no possible way for a large cat to jump out to do anything like that. So, panicked, he ended up telling us about it. I swear I seen it. There's something in there. I seen this shit in the garage. It was this. It was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I remember the next day, me and my other brother, we went to the garage and we were playing. We were playing in the upstairs one and the downstairs one, and we were just fucking around. That's pretty much it. We were fucking around. It was always creepy in those garages for some fucking reason. It always felt just off. Just felt really creepy in those fucking places. But we were running around, and we were looking, and where he said that, yeah, it jumped through here, did this, it's like, that's crazy. Are you sure you seen that? And we were littles. And we're like, did you really see this? He's like, yeah, I swear I seen it. And my mom just brushed it off like, you're just smoking too much weed. You're fucking high. Whatever. Like, no, I swear I saw it. Years go by. Fucking years go by. I was a little kid when that happened to him. And I remember him talking about it. I was a teenager when this happened. My brother went to the laundromat on the apartment, like in the apartment complex. We were living in in this spot where the washroom was further back. So he went, and he was like, "Damn, it's getting late. I gotta run back. Like, I gotta hurry up and like run over there, run back." And where we lived, behind us, yeah, there is a cat in here. Oh, yeah, my cat's in here. Where we were living, behind us, there was a trail. Like there was a fucking hills, open hills. There were like coyotes and shit back there. I seen bobcats back there. So yeah, there was a bunch of animals over there. So he didn't want to get caught up. We did see a lot of raccoons over there. Ah, your claw. But we did see a lot of animals over there. You can't see them. But we did see a lot of animals over there. We seen raccoons going through the trash cans. We did see coyotes behind, and we did see like bobcats and whatnot. And those fuckers get big. I don't care what the fuck anybody says. Those fuckers get big. But as it was, he didn't want to come across any of them. He's like, yeah, sure, the fences would stop them, but we already knew, like, oh, they can get the fuck in. We knew how they can get in because we were doing the same thing. So he was running. He was running back home. And there was a point where he got closer to our apartment. When I seen him, he had, like, green, like, grass stains. He had, like, shit on him. And I didn't know what the hell happened. Like, what happened to you? Like, you won't fucking believe me. I was like, what happened to you? Did you fall? Like, yeah. How'd you fall? He's like, I swear to fucking God, it looked like a large black fucking panther jumped out at me. Like, what the fuck? What? He's like, I thought it was a fucking, like a mountain lion or some shit. I thought it was something like a big black dog, some fucking thing. It just jumped out at me from the bushes. I was running back. He explained it. He's like, I was at this laundromat. You know the one we go to? I was like, yeah. Like, I was running back. As I was running back, something lunged out from the bush. And we're like, what the fuck? No way. He's like, oh, I'll show you. So we went. We went to go look. There was like a little breeze going through. It wasn't anything too crazy. But he's like, right here. Right here. I fell right here. Like, are you sure you just didn't fall? He's like, no, I'm being serious. It was a large black fucking animal. It looked like a fucking large, like a panther. It was big. Like, what the fuck? Really? Like, yeah. Like, Dick, I'm not just gonna fucking throw myself back on the grass. Like, true, good point. It's not like, not like you're gonna do that. People have pets here, and but you never know. It's dark. You might fall into somebody's fucking dog shit or whatever. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. just something bolted out of me. It scared the shit out of me. I looked around, there's nothing. So we were out there just looking around. Didn't see anything. Didn't see a fucking thing, really. After that, we ended up going to the laundry room. What the hell did I just say? We ended up going to the laundry room. I accompanied him to the laundry room and just trying to keep an eye out, see if we see anything. We seen like some cats, some animals out there, and it was like whatever. It was like whatever, nothing really big, nothing really crazy, but I didn't see it. I didn't see it. And he swears that's the second time he's seen that big ass black fucking panther just dart out. The first one just darted the fuck like towards him and then out the back. This time, well, that time, it darted at him. It launched out at his ass. But so you're gonna knock everything over. So yeah. He swears that happened to him. He swears that he seen a large black fucking panther. And I don't blame him. It's not that he actually says that, like, oh, it was a panther. No. It was a shadow. It was a large black fucking shadow. It looked like a leopard. Like that type of shape. Second time he said the same thing. It was like, it looked like a fucking big ass cat just darted out at me. I don't know what the fuck it was. Like I said, there were bobcats and stuff out there, coyotes and everything. And this was in Rowland Heights, City of Industry. And yeah, sure, where we lived, they could get in, but not to the size that he was saying. That was crazy, because he was describing it as a gigantic black fucking shadow, the gigantic black cat. So what do you think it was? I know he's gonna see this. I'm gonna tell him it's in here, and he can comment and like correct me if I'm wrong with the information. But it's fucking crazy that happened to him twice with a large black feline shadow. I mean, that's fucking trippy as shit to me. It really is. It's fucking weird. I haven't had moments like that where it's like a large black cat. I have had moments where I swear I see a black cat in the house just roaming by. And bloodies that don't know, before we had Blitzo here, we did have a black cat. We had a black cat named Lugosi. Yes, after Bela Lugosi. And he was a big fucker. He was half Maine Coon and half, I believe, tabby, but he was all black. His body was smooth, short, like it looked short fur, but when you brushed him out, it was long, and his tail was incredibly fluffy. He looked like a big fucking squirrel. And yeah, he passed. Little guy died. He had something wrong with his bladder. He had a bladder infection, and it led to his fucking kidneys and everything. So we didn't have the money to fix it. So yeah, he ended up dying. He ended up getting put to sleep. But ever since then, we still see a black cat around the house. We think it's them. We think it's Blitzo or Bellatrix, and no. We look like, did they just go into the room? Did they go into the office? Did they go under the table? And we look, nope. We look for them, find them, completely different places. Nowhere will we see this black shadow. Hell, a couple times we've seen it like in our room or whatnot while we're in there. We're like, what the fuck? Did something come in? Nope. Just a fucking crazy moment. Something I can't explain. It is a trip. Poor cat. He was funny. He was a funny cat. He used to attack Blitzo. Not in a bad way, but he didn't grow up around other kittens. So he was really rough when he played. So when he was playing with Blitzo, and Blitzo was tiny when we got him, yeah, he was very rough with him. we kept joking around like, Blitzo did it. It's his fault. He set it up. I don't know where the fuck he went. I hear his bell. Oh, fucking shit. Oh, I hope you enjoyed my little ramblings after the stories. Oh, man. What do you think that could have been? Because my brother's seen this multiple times. 2 different locations, and they are not nearby each other. Outside of West Hollywood is not in any way like two jumps from City of Industry. There's some fucking distance between those 2 cities. There's some distance between those areas, and yet he's seen this twice. He's dealt with both those situations. 2 different areas. The same large black shadow like a fucking panther. First one ran away, second one charged him from a bush. And no, he was sober, in case you were wondering. He was sober that day. Well, that night, he was sober. Hell, we were sober. And that was rare. Usually we all got fucked up. And that day we didn't smoke anything yet. We didn't drink or anything yet. Like I said before, we didn't really have a lot of food. So it was like, yeah, we ate whatever the fuck we could. And it's not like we were hallucinating from anything like that. We weren't sleep deprived or anything by that point. But we were all sober that day. That day was pretty uneventful. And just for that to happen to him out of fucking nowhere is a trip. It truly is a trip. I remember both times he was freaking the fuck out. Let me know, Blades, what do you think? Do you think it was some kind of spirit? Do you think it was something trying to get his attention? Remember, 2 different areas of bunch of miles in between. What could that be? What could that have been? Let me know what you think. Leave it as a comment. Let me know what you think. This obviously is going to be on YouTube. So remember, like, subscribe, film the bell, stay notified, do all that fun stuff. Check out all the links. Make sure to check out Tomography Films. Still working on I actually have it set up. I have for the second short film, I have it all written out. Now I'm just trying to figure out casting and places, pretty much. I'm gonna use my own home and whatever the hell else is free, because I don't have funding for it. So yeah, gonna try to do whatever the fuck I can, try to get something done for it, because I really want this one to be out there too, because it's creepy. You're not going to expect the tool that is being used to get his victims to him. You're not going to expect it. Honestly, when I tell other people, they're like, "What the fuck? That is just random." But it makes it makes sense with the story. It's just like, what the fuck? How would that? Oh, all right. I like it. It's different. That's mainly what I hear. That it's different. Which in this world, being different, having something original, because everything is just constantly being rehashed, reshaped, reshit over and over again. Originality is not something really seen that much anymore. So hopefully you're looking out for that. Hopefully you're keeping your eyes peeled. As for my comic, for that, I'm trying to figure out still. I'm still waiting for publishers. So we'll see how that one goes. I'm thinking if it doesn't go through, then I'm gonna go through Kickstarter, because I have the design for the cover, I have the design for the back, I have the entire first book done. So it's 38 pages. So front and back, 38 pages altogether. And I really wanted to be out there. Everybody that reads it, everybody that's gotten back to me is like, this is fucking trippy. I like it. One person, due to the sex scenes, because the first book has sex scenes and it shows everything. They were laughing. and we had a conversation. Actually, I was talking to Bruce about it. We were having a conversation, and he made me crack the fuck up. But he's like, "Yeah, I think it's like this the sex scene. Jesus Christ!" And during the conversation, we were just talking about it, and yes, I did. I was making this when I was working at another job. This was fucking years ago, and while I was working on it, the guys that were there were trying to put ideas. Every idea they had was to turn it into a porno. No. Like, okay, the first sex scene, it made sense with what's going on because the ritual, what was being used in the ritual to bring him back, and just the blood in the air and everything, it's all because of the ritual, why he's in that moment, why he's in that state. And her, for her, the second half of the main characters, for her it's like a dream come true because she sees him as a savior. She sees him as her, she's in love with him. So she's like, oh, like, it's like he's like this for me, like because he loves me because of this. So she's kind of fucked up as well. So she sees this and he's just like, hey, I'll use it. And that's basically it. It's to show that he doesn't care. He's a piece of shit. He doesn't care. She's a she's a piece of fuck meat for him. That's it. At the beginning of the story, that's all she is to him. Just that. She's a tool. That's all she is to him. And to her, it shows that, like shit, she's willing to be like, to be open, to be like this, thinking that this is what he wants. And yeah, having that conversation with Bruce, with a couple of people, was like, yeah, that was a lot. Yeah, it's meant to prep you for the story. Not every book is gonna have sex. Not every book is gonna have sex. It's gonna have adult moments or anything like that. But you know, some of them are gonna take place in like a strip club. So yeah, because one of the cast of main characters, she like runs a business through there. Go check out stitch.comic on Instagram. You'll be able to be introduced to the characters, some of the characters, and I need to put more on there to introduce the rest of the cast. But one of the characters, her name is Morg. She's gonna appear in like the third book, where she's the daughter of a mob boss, and she she runs the strip club that they run their business through. So she runs that. She's basically a madam. So in the front, strip club, back, brothel, basement, torture dungeon. It's just all kinds of shit. And the main boss, he's there. It's like he's retired, but he's not really. He's in his office majority of the time. If he's not there, he's at home, or he's in there enjoying himself with the women who work there. So yeah, just he's an awful fucking person too. She's absolutely batshit crazy. And that's mostly where it's gonna be. Mostly where it's gonna be at. But yeah, not really a lot of that. But the story, everything is going to be making sense. Everything is going to be connected one way or another. I already have it planned out for 7 books that I've been writing, planning out the whole thing. So when I come up with the actions, the panels, and everything, I already know what they're going to have to follow, what it's going to have to lead up to. So yeah, I'm really trying to do that. And now the horror films, the horror shorts. I gotta do casting in a little bit. So I gotta try to figure out who's gonna play what, who can do what. If they have a place or a location that they have in mind, something we could do, we will figure that out. And I want to make it spooky. I want to make it scary. I want to make it that when you see it, you second guess some of the things in your life. Like, that reminds me of this. Like, I wonder, what would it, like, if I use this, would this happen to me? Or, like, it can be anybody that's in the short. Anybody could be picked up and turned into a victim, sorry. So, what, like, could it be me next? That type of thing. where it's like, oh man, it just like it blended with like real life type of shit, but just out there, fucking crazy. I want to make it fucking crazy. Oh man. Other than that, I'm gonna get out of here. It's been warm still, and yes, this is the same type of shirt because you wash clothes. So hey, so yeah. Other than that, I'm gonna get the hell out of here because it is hot in here. And oh, when you leave, make sure to hit like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. When you go to Spotify, make sure you follow. Leave a comment over there too. Let me know what you think of these. I already said the whole Patreon thing. It's no longer going to be going on. If it's still open by this time, if it's still on there, feel free to check it out. Whatever's free, go ahead and download. I'm going to just remove the whole fucking thing pretty soon. So yeah, if it's there, go right ahead. If it's not, too late. All right, bloodies. Hopefully you have a good day. Hopefully you stay nice and cool. If you're living in an area that it's already cold, I hate you because I love it when it's cold and I'm fucking melting. But yeah, if you're living somewhere cold, hopefully you're warm. If you're living somewhere warm, hopefully you get nice and chilly, nice and cold. I'm gonna go sit down in the freezer and try to cool off. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Bye, bloodies.